jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks. And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with
Johnson no good. And Utah the other way. Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Plus out the split move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg Gibbons. Slip and slip. But he had no chance. Irving passes to O'Neal. A tray. No good for Irving.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the shot goes in.
And you love that offensive mindset from Taylor. Relentless when it comes to scoring.
Irving passes to McGrady. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Randy. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Bagley kicks to Johnson. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Knights. They trail by 1. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 10.
Well, that's how they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Bill Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Stanley makes one mistake on the second time.
Insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
And first time out for the game called here for the Knights. Vinny Snyder, also an All-American in high school. 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Graham. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And it's kind of easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now, here's Walker. Shoots over Graham. Here's McGee. Oh, look, they've had it on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Shoots over Zubac. The shot's good from McGee.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And that one's good. Up quarter.
And you already see the great range of calling card of Porter. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
Now, here's Walker. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. McGee finds Gay. Tried to shoot. They get a hand on it. And the layup falls.
Over the years, Rudy Gay has added a lot of bulk to his frame. You see it right there, all the contact.
Graham surveying the floor. On the wing, Porter. Porter shot. Goes his way. Porter's got 5 points so far. Walker against Robinson. And now Utah fast break, moving it up. 58 seconds left to play in the first. 3-on-3. Here's Gilgis Alexander. Here's Graham. And a great assist by Gilgis Alexander as that one goes in. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead. Now, here's Whiteside. He passes the one. Good work there as it goes.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Utah leading by 4. Hughes covering, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. And Utah again with the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Takes the 13-footer, and the basket is good. Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
We've got a shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And here is Graham. 1 second left. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The Knights making a switch here, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. On deep, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Hey guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Porter. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robinson. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Graham in at the point guard. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Now here's Game, following the miss by Michael Porter. Start the second quarter, about a minute gone. On its way from Irving for 2. Porter pulls it in.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Out of bounds, the Knights now in position. Bagley, he's checked in for the Jazz. Tatum comes in for Robinson. The Knights have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Whiteside kicks to Crawford. Outside Irving, for the 3, drills it from outside. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
And he lays it straight in. He's got 12.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
He passed the Porter. In the corner, Tatum again. Connects from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 4.
A patient player. Tatum finally taking what the defense gives him.
And the Knights call time here. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. Right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And then look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well. They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. Their run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
You were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz, an upgraded arena, new practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team. They're showing that commitment in return.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Knights have possession. It's Gay on the way. Clock at 6. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. Irving can't hit.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Pass to Shaq. The kick out to Irving. Launches a three, and the three ball is good. Irving's got a pair of triples in the second out for the Knights.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Up to through, turning up.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation. The Jazz have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They lead by 4. Outside Tatum. And there's the back. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz take it. Utah leading by 4. Johnson outside. Gets the 14-point foul. Johnson's got 14 points.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Now here's Gay from 17 feet out. And that one hits back iron. That's the DiVincenzo on the wing Mullen. And the Jazz another three.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
And the Knights call time here. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit this in the interior.
The Knights have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. And then Randolph slams it in.
And Randolph may be in the later stages of his career, but he can still every now and then rise up and dunk it.
The Jazz working the ball around now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Walker.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes to Bagley. Here's Johnson. Outside Mullen. Bagley trying to pull himself up. No good from outside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The feed now to McGee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Free D that time for Bagley. Tatum dishes to Bagley. Tatum with it. Guarded down by Randolph. Tatum bounces the ball. McGee with the block. And he gets it back. Tatum's shot is off.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness. Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Mullen's shot is off.
It doesn't register as a block, but he did everything he wanted defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Walker. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up to 15. Rebound by Johnson. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was now. Gone 2 of 3 when they have stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. From 17 feet out. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Hughes.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
There's Crawford with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Tatum's got his 4th rebound at that last one. Looks low. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Knights have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Mullen. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-6 start.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots. That's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. We don't score. Sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for the Knights, Kenny?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserve to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz will play?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage. The high 50s. Come on, guys.
That's all for now. Say goodbye.
Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense. This is his talent to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got JaVale McGee. Whiteside is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Now, here's Irving. Over Johnson. Here's McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Now, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They have the
outside, Bagley. And it's Devereux McGee with the fake. That's his first foul. Outside Mullen. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown. Mullen's got 8 points.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
To the inside. Brady. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. DiVincenzo passes to Johnson. Mullen with the three. The shot, no good. So it's the Knights. We'll take it the other way.
And this has been an outstanding display on board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Irving attacking. Drilled from 11 feet out. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knights.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's individually delivered 5 points again.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
He gets that one.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
That's the DiVincenzo. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Irving with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throws.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Knights making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for JaVale McGee. Gay comes in for Hassan Whiteside. Dang in for Zach Randolph. And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
movement by Utah. Tatum drives in and sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size.
And it's Irving missing.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Mullen with the three, and he's good on the three ball. Mullen's got a pair of threes now here in the building for the Jazz. On the wing paint. Back to Irving. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Mullen. There's the three. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now on this one.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up. And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one. And you know, technically, it's a hybrid to his look. But this is why we play the game. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Jazz trail by 7. To the middle. Scores the ball. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
O'Neal puts the game back to Shaq. And that time, also a missed shot. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now on their end.
And the Knights call time here. Many were seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely going globally. More places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
And the Jazz with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Bagley. Michael Porter comes in for Tatum. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Shaq with the slam.
While they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Johnson with it. 16 points for him. Outside Robinson. To the paint. Here's Porter. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at his 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. Grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
The first free throw is good.
Former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And Porter drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
McGrady outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Utah. They're on a 15-4 run. McGrady. 6 points for him. Outside for Robinson. Down low. Zubac. Side ball, and he claws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Go into the rack with energy.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Good. Porter. And Porter drops them both. And Walker's got the ball here for the Knights. Shank kicks to Walker. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. And Robertson comes to help. And here's Walker outside. Hangs home the trifecta. Walker's got 9.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard, and you can shoot it like Walker. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Graham with the ball, funded by Walker. The floater, and it's Graham missing.
A lot of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And shot with the slam.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Charity strike here in the second.
Collins checked in for Utah. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Back to Walker. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates?
Here is Graham. He's got 8. Mullen passes the court. And McGrady comes to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgis Alexander. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's the mark. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Randolph. 12 points for him.
Zach Randolph keeping his eyes up, looking to set up his teammates however he needs.
Utah gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. But they recover.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
Here's McGrady. It's good. And it's an 11-point night lead.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
He has really made an impact from beyond.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Knights ending the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Shea Gilgis Alexander. Porter is out there with Robinson. Then it's Mullen. And it's Graham in the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Shep. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Hughes with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. First one falls.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here.
switch here. Jazz trail by 12. Bagley dishes to Tatum. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Mullen with the three. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Johnson pass to Tatum. The 11-footer. No good there. Nice D from Dan. Got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Utah making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. For Utah, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Poked away and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he makes that one. Irving's got 24.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Johnson, the pass to Bagley. Johnson up top. He's covered by Bagley. The shot's good from Mullen. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Shaq. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum finds Johnson. Here's DiVincenzo. Shot from the top of the key. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Irving. Out left of the wing. McGrady outside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by McGrady. Irving's got 11 in the second half.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Passed him up. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Shaq. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Tatum. Takes the 13-footer and Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that one's good. Irving's got 28.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Mullen. Now here's Johnson. Passes it to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. Zach Randolph with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Shot by McGrady, no good. Jazz trail by 20. Tatum passes to Bagley. Back to Tatum. And it's sent back by O'Neal. But he gets it back. Tatum against Shaq. From deep three-point range. Oh, we got half on the three-pointer. Go ahead to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. Do you think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Utah calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's DiVincenzo. McGrady covering. Kicks it to Johnson. Over Irving. Another miss by Utah. The Knights on offense. They're on a 16-3 run. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's DiVincenzo. Now the pass to Mullen. Saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
Here's Irving after the basket by Utah. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Irving against Bagley. No good that time. So it's the Knights. We'll take it the other way. Dang, it's a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Now here's Tatum. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And he recovers it. Here's Irving. Drills the baseline jumper. Irving's got 10 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Johnson. Stolen by O'Neal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for the Knights.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. Irving double team. Unloads from 9, and it's good off the glass.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
DiVincenzo passes to Johnson. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by McGrady. The Knights on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. 34.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Now here's Johnson. Lays it up and brings it in.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Offensive rebound outside for Randolph. On its way from Irving for 2. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's the Knights winning this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.